But what else can we expect in 2018? Joining me now with his predictions for the coming year is Futurist Nick Badminton. Nick, nice to see you as always. And let's start with, we've heard for some time that robots and artificial intelligence, they're going to rule the world. And you believe that this coming year we're really going to see robots make inroads in the world of retail?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this year, the technology's got to the point where it's smart enough to take over the jobs that we do as humans. If you can encode a job algorithmically, step 2, step 3, then you can put that into intelligence within a robot. That robot can then do everything from shelf scanning, like they're doing at Walmart, to picking groceries in a warehouse, like they're doing with Amazon as well. And you've even got robots that are roaming the streets in places like San Francisco, delivering the food for you. So you're going to see a massive disruption in the retail industry.
All right, the concern, of course, with this trend, both in the coming year and beyond, I guess, Nick, is where will the jobs come from then if robots are taking over these sorts of industries?
Yeah, so I actually think things change. I think it's about humans and robots working together. So it's about enabling us to do a better job in retail environments. That means better customer service overall. And I just think a better experience. I don't necessarily think we all disappear. Places like fast food restaurants definitely will. Places like retail floors, not so quickly.
All right, Nick, we've also heard for some time about the autonomous auto. Will 2018 be the year that we see the self-driving car begin to take over the roads?
I think this year we're going to see a lot more experimentation. I think we're going to see self-driving cars in the streets of Toronto and Vancouver and places across Canada. We're already seeing entire communities in places like Florida going with self-driving taxi services and big trials there. I do think 2018 to 2020 is going to be a lot of big leaps ahead. A lot of it is going to be about us accepting them into our world. But I do think that we're at the point where the technology is pretty much good enough. And now it's all about learning to accept them, and also that technology learning how to drive better.
Well, that was my next question. Are there still some hurdles to jump when it comes to autonomous cars? You mentioned consumer acceptance. Can we really trust this technology? And do we still have concerns over insurance? If you get into an accident and you weren't driving, who's responsible?
I think overall what's interesting is that these self-driving cars just need to be a little bit better than human drivers to improve the roads anyway. So there's still going to be the same problems with cars that self-driving as cars that you drive yourself today. I think over time, insurance and those kinds of crash rates and whatever, they're going to change quite drastically as more cars hit the road.
All right, finally, you also believe, Nick, that 2018 will be a big year for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency?
Yeah, so it's been quite tumultuous. Last year we saw the massive gains in cryptocurrency markets. I think 2018 it's going to calm down. Regulators are starting to get serious about thinking about how to regulate exchanges and taxation as people exit. There's a lot of pump and dump schemes. I think that, we're going to get back to the idea that cryptocurrencies are good, to help the unbanked in the world, to help us have different ecosystems around charitable giving and whatever. I just think it's a really interesting time to be sort of away from traditional banking systems. I think it's going to be tumultuous, so be careful what you're doing out there with your investments.
All right. As I mentioned, we're only a few weeks in. We'll see what 2018 brings. Futurist Nick Badminton. Nick, I appreciate your time as always. Thanks so much.